So my name is François Jégou. I am leading a small, what I call the Sustainable Innovation Lab based in Brussels. Our main activity is to do co-design of scenarios on sustainable living, which means that the output of our activity is mainly images, films of hypotheses, scenarios, visions on sustainable living. We were, I hope so, among some of the pioneers looking at social innovation and trying to film it in a project-oriented way and not a documentary-oriented way. My point in that is more using it to transform society, to inspire other social innovators, designers, architects, urbanists, politicians in changing the way they see, they connect with grassroots, in the way they invent new solutions or new policies. In a certain way, there is a little bit blur at the moment, if I may say, too much emphasis on a social aesthetic rather than using it as a tool, as a more functional tool for social change in a certain way. In the framework where I am putting myself and acting as a sort of designer, trying to support the social conversation towards sustainable ways of living, there is an issue of time and in condensing either the time to see the film, but also the time to produce the film. For me, the focus at the moment is on enabling people to experiment. When we film some things like innovators that are developing a project, you just film them and in a certain way they are mimicking their future. When you implement a scene to make a film, you do more or less what you should do for a very light and micro experimentation. And if you get rid of a camera, you have not lost everything. You have lost maybe the scope of making a film, but instead you keep the way to set the scene in a way to make it credible, which is, for me, how you set an experimentation.